Today for your friends, I sat and I have a list of like 200 and something videos here, but the more comments I started getting in private messages, I decided maybe this was important to do. So we're going to talk about several makeup mistakes that we make that we shouldn't be making. So one of the tips I wanted to talk about is, I have a lot of people say, "Oh, Sharon, I tried to do my makeup like so-and-so YouTuber, and it didn't come out right at all. And I use this and I use that, and I've seen you wear it too, and it looks different. Did you do this? Did you do that?" First of all, understand one thing. Stop right where you are. You can watch all of us all day long, and you will never get exactly that look that each of us has, because we're different people and different ages. Whatever appeals to you when you're watching one of us do our makeup is just choose the colors that you like. Perhaps there's a technique for maybe the V that kind of hits you and you can work with. Maybe there's a way to do the transition line differently if you have hooded eyes. That is the main thing. The main thing is to pick out what you want and just throw the rest away, because it's never going to look exactly like another YouTuber. It's just not going to happen. I mean, we can sit and look at these young girls all day long. We'll never be able to do what they do. They're Instagram perfect, honey, okay? So just pick the ones you want and that are most flattering to you, okay? That was number one. And number two, where highlighting is concerned, less is more. Oh my gosh, that is the biggest pet peeve of all. And people talk about us older women, some of the younger ones do, that come on saying, "You guys are overdoing the highlighting, you guys are overdoing your highlighting." Less is more. Just highlight the top of your cheekbone, maybe up here around your brow bone a little bit, the end of your nose, chin, above your brows. Let's just not go buck wild, because some of us are over highlighting and it really looks more cartoonish, if you will. And some people might want to call it doll-like, but it's kind of cartoonish. So just slow it down. We've all got heavy hands, with some of these new products coming out. But I swear, we can overdo it if we're not really careful. So let's slow it down there. Another one is try not to curl your lashes after you have put on your mascara. Honey, you're asking for hell if you do. You won't have any eyelashes left. Trust me, you won't. Now, if you're hell-bent on getting some sort of curl, okay, in the middle of this, just very lightly with one coat starting out, just very lightly give them a bend and then complete it. Do not curl your eyelashes after you've got on your 52 coats of mascara, girl. Because I'm telling you, you're asking for trouble, sweetheart, okay? No. One of the next mistakes that we all make is over-contouring. I think we mature women in our group are doing a lot better with softening the contouring. We're using a lot more bronzers that are coming in that look a lot softer, and I'm really loving that. But just make sure whenever you do contour, start up in your hairline and just go down to about here. Use 3 fingers over and stop. Do not bring it all the way to your mouth, and do not make it a dark line. Because now, what's kind of gone back in style, I don't know whether you remember this from the 80s. I bet Glitzy Fritzy would. She's totally into the 80s. But back then, they did what you call, I think it was called trapping or something like that. They used 2 blushes for contour, a darker blush here and then a lighter blush above it. And I know that, believe it or not, that's kind of coming back this year, all right? So the contour is kind of fading out. So make it as soft as you can and don't drag it all the way to here. And definitely go ahead and still contour your jawline and what have you. Just don't overdo it. And pick out the right color of contour. Remember, it should have a little bit kind of an ashy look to it. Not orange, not a bronzer color. It's got to be a light taupe with kind of an ashy tint to it. Honesty is one of the colors. One of the other colors is Lorac Pro, has in their palette, the lighter bronzer, lighter contour would be perfect for that. Keep that in mind, ladies. You just came out so beautiful, you won't believe it. Next thing is overlining our lips. I think we're all guilty of that, especially because everybody's wanting big plump lips this year. But I know that, they all say, don't get any darker than 2 shades darker than your lipstick and line it. But let me tell you a little secret. This is a really good tip. I also, before I even line my lips, I line them going right outside the line with the white NYX eye pencil eyeliner that like I use on my waterline. I go above my lips here and I do a white line up here near my cupid's bow and a white line here going down from the nose. It gives you a little more plumpness. And I know y'all are saying, what, Sharon, you want plumper lips? Well, yeah, don't we all? But my bottom lip is plumper than my top lip. So if I highlight it up there in white and draw down here my cupid's bow, 2 little white lines, it gives the illusion of plump. And then white here and right under here, go with a little brown powder or bronzing powder, just a little strip right under your lip. Then your lips look plumper, my ladies, okay? But that's the best thing to do. And of course, the lip contour, you can come as close as you want. I know I use a lot of Cafe Rose, Estee Lauder, and it's a wind-up. I love, 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 love that liner. And it goes with all of my pinks and any of my pinky nudes. If I go a darker red, I'm going to use Cherry for MAC. If I go hot pinks, kind of like I have something on a little more vivid pink, then I use another NYX liner. I forgot what the color is, Poppy or something. But that's what you want to do. You want to stay as close to the color as you can, but not any darker than 2 shades, okay? And then if you find that you do have a darker shade and that's all you can use, take a lip pencil and smooth it out first before you apply your lipstick. Then when you put the lipstick on top, use your lip brush is what I'm talking about. Then smooth that out with your lip brush. A lip brush can make you or break you. Let me tell you, it is a necessity. If you don't have one, get one, ladies. That's going to save your butt all the way around. Okay, the next thing that I have down here is, let's talk about matte lipsticks. Every single night and every single morning you wake up, you need to have some sort of balm or something on your lips. I used to use a NUX, N-U-X-E, and I love it, and I leave it next to my bedside, and I put that on my lips at night. It's kind of a mild exfoliator also, but I have totally switched over to Aquaphor because it's fast and it never fails me. So I'll put Aquaphor on my lips before I go to bed, when I put my Revitalash on, and then in the morning while I'm doing my makeup, I have some Aquaphor on to keep the lips from cracking and peeling and dry. Then your lipstick goes on smoothly. So I encourage you to do that, because if you put a matte lipstick on top of a crusty peeling lip, it'll look awful, it'll look tacky, and it's just, forget it. The matte lipsticks are drying enough, so you don't want to put it on your lip where they're cracking and peeling. It's tacky, tacky, tacky. But I still love the matte lipsticks, but you gotta keep your lips moist and pretty. Mwah! Just like that, girlfriends. Okay, let's talk about fallout with eyeshadow. I see a lot of people always pick up a fan brush and brush it away, the fallout, or maybe they'll take a wipe. I've got a little trick for you. And a makeup artist 100 years ago taught me this. Whenever you have fallout from an eyeshadow, pick up a fluffy brush, swirl it around in your powder, tap your powder off, and brush it just like this. Because powder is attracted to powder, and it just smooths away. It won't smear. It doesn't smear on your face. It's no muss, no fuss, and trust me, girlfriends, it works. Try that. Remember, Powder brush, stir it around your powder, tap the powder off, just brush the fallout, and it moves it, erases it completely, and you're picture perfect, girlfriends. Okay, and then let's talk about primer. I have more clients, PM me and say, Sharon, my makeup will not stay on. Even though I know the weather's heavy and I've used my setting sprays, da-da-da-da-da-da. Your problem is that the majority of them are not using a primer under their makeup. I swear you have to have a primer to keep that makeup on. I am a total advocate of primers. I personally am a silicone primer kind of gal. I use Smashbox silicone primer. Laura Geller carries a silicone primer, Spackle, which is an excellent one. I do like the Veil Hourglass is a good primer too. It's not a silicone based primer, but whatever, you want to have a primer on so your makeup just won't float away during the day. You spend enough money on makeup, let's not push it, okay, girlfriends? Another thing that I want to tell you guys about is I had a client contact me the other day and said, Sharon, I ended up with the wrong makeup. It is so dark, I can't believe it. Oh man, I have messed up. And this was a $60 makeup, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, how much darker? He said, well, it's just too dark. I mean, I need something to lighten it up. She didn't have anything. And I said, well, take some moisturizer, put it here on the top of your hand, dot some of your makeup in it, and stir it till it's the right color. And you know what? It went on perfectly smooth and stayed on all day. Just a little trick. Not a super greasy moisturizer. No. I had her use a CeraVe, day moisturizer. Just squirt a little bit on her hand and stir her liquid makeup in it. And by playing and practicing, she came out with a perfect color. Hooray! No, that she was just lovely all day. So dewy and gorgeous. You know what I heard, and I've got to share this with you. I thought this was the wildest thing ever. And I don't know whether you guys have ever heard about this, but there is a trend out, and they say it's the latest beauty trend. I haven't heard of it. Maybe you guys have heard about this. But the benefits of milk of magnesia as an oil-controlling makeup primer? Huh? Has anybody heard about this? They say it works, everybody swears by it, it's the greatest idea, and, I said, well, it'd just be fine. Just make sure you don't lick your lips or around your face at all, or you're going to be having the Aztec two-step and the Montezuma rage, if you know what I mean. But I thought that was just wild. And they said it's fabulous, it works. I have several people that have told me about it, and I couldn't believe it. They say it's a great primer, and it controls the oil. So my goodness, girlfriends, run to the drugstore and buy yourself some milk and magnesia, if you want that next primer. Well, girlfriends, I think right now, these are the biggest mistakes, but I have one more that is my big mistake that you can make, and that is by not taking care of your skin. Your makeup, is not going to be pretty if you don't have a canvas that is smooth, blemish-free, not dry and not too oily. You can tell that you have worked on your skin. The better your skin is, the more beautiful your makeup is going to be. And I don't care if it's drugstore, and I don't care if it's high-end makeup. I don't care. Any makeup looks terrific as long as the canvas is perfect. And I'm talking hydrated, I'm talking has enough peptides in there, I'm talking about you're making sure you're using your retin-A, making sure you're using your antioxidants, your hyaluronic acid. Come on, girls. A lot of you say, well, Sharon, I don't know why my skin doesn't look like everybody else's. And then when they tell me what they're using, I say, well, where's the good stuff? What happened to the vitamin C? What happened to the retin-A? What happened to your hyaluronic acid? What happened to this serum or that serum, or on and on. So you have to remember, you have to take good care of your skin, and then your makeup's just going to look lovely, and chances are you won't have half the makeup mistakes, okay? All right, ladies, thanks so much for joining me today. And I want to thank all my new subbies. I have several new subbies that have come in the last few weeks. Well, I didn't say several. I've had about 100. And I appreciate it so much. And thank you. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the videos. To all of you, I want you to have a sassy, classy, and confident week. Go grab your bottle of milk of magnesia. I love you dearly, and you take care.